Yeah, so whenever anyone mentions the Antique Roadshow to me, not only do I cringe, but I want to go postal. I got to experience the great Ken Farmer as he was becoming a rising auctioneer in the hills of Virginia. We brought him an incredible load. In the worst case scenario, and I mean the worst case scenario, we should have made $10,000 on his auction. $20,000 in a medium situation and $30,000 if it were good. I listed each and every piece, what it was, the year it was made, and the current value. And I gave him the lists. My stuff sat in his storage for over a month. He said he was going to put it, when he looked at the list, with a quality antique auction and fill it in with good furniture from the Victorian era to match our beautiful antiques. What did we have? Cabbage rose, depression glass, flow blue, the best quality cast iron pans with the best names on them and unusual pieces, statues. Too much to even name. Old wood, primitives. So they decide to put it up on a Tuesday night instead of a Sunday antique auction. And I said, no, Dennis, don't you go along with this. And we went over to talk to the main runner. He ran things like his manager inside the auction house. And the guy looked at us in the eye, very nervous. We didn't realize what you had. If you want to call it off, you can take your stuff with you. And I said, Dennis, let's pack it up. And I said to the runner, how could he not know? It was all written down. I gave him the list. I handed it into his hands. I don't know, the guy said. I said, Dennis, pull it now. And my husband would not listen to me, and I tried to let him be head of the household, but I knew what was coming. We were in Hillsville, Virginia that night, and Dennis went, Radford, I don't know, somewhere, Christiansburg, Radford, I can't remember, I don't want to remember. He said, come with me to the auction, and I said, it's going to be a bloodbath, and I can't watch. $2,000. Dennis sat there and didn't stop the auction and watched as Ken Farmer's runners bought my beautiful antiques for $1 a piece. So you could imagine how much was there to equate $2,000 at $1 a piece. He stopped the auction with the dolls. I'm like, the dolls? The dolls weren't even close to the quality of the goods that just went through there. I'll tell you what. I cried that night. I cried myself to sleep. And I cried for the next 3 days. Crying myself to sleep. I couldn't stop. And then to add insult to injury, we had to wait 3 weeks for our check, he said. And my husband went up to him and he gave him the what for and said, you're paying me right now. His runners stole our stuff. Go to an auctioneer. No, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, but I'm going to get firm now. I know the business. I've been doing this since Michael was a year old, okay? How many years is that? 32? I will never do an auctioneer ever again. Furthermore, I don't have the stuff. Paper doesn't do well at auctions. China is not doing well, but thank God I don't have any of that. I keep up on these things. Please don't mention the Antique Roadshow to me ever again. I want to puke. You can forgive, but don't forget. That's my motto. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. End of story.